I remember the first time I ever tried Coke. I was probably only 8 or 9 at the time, and man, did it hit me hard. I couldn't stay still to save my life, and all I could think about was when is this stuff gonna wear off? That's when my mom reached over and took a sip. She's been doing this for years, I thought to myself. How could she have no reaction at all to this funny fizz filled drink? Turns out, my mom is just one of the thousands of people who drink Coca Cola on a regular basis. But where did it come from? And why do so many people know about it? That's what sparked my interest in this revolutionary company. I've learned a lot about Coca Cola, and soon you too will know more about this uniquely special product. Since the day it was founded, Coca Cola has proven to be one of America's most timeless drinks. My partner Ryan will explain why.
On May 8th, 1886, in downtown Atlanta, Georgia, a pharmacist named John Slythe Pemberton created the first recipe for Coca Cola. They served about 9 drinks per day during their first year of operation. Unfortunately for Pemberton, his health took a turn for the worst, so he began to sell his rights to the company to a man named Asa Candler. In 1888, Candler took over the company and became sole proprietor of the Coca-Cola brand. From the time he gained control of the company, he put the company on the fast track to success. In 1893, the signature Coca-Cola Spencerian script was created, the logo that's helped distinguish itself from the get-go. One of the first major stepping stones to Coca-Cola's prominence was when Candler sold the rights to bottle Coca-Cola in most of the United States to Benjamin Thomas and Joseph Whitehead. Shortly after this occurred, Canada, Cuba, and Panama began to bottle Coca-Cola, becoming the first countries outside of the U.S. to bottle Coca-Cola. Now, you may have heard about there being actual cocaine in Coca-Cola in its early days. Well, that common myth happens to be true. The two main ingredients of Coca-Cola are the extract of coca leaves and cola nuts. Scientists found there to be trace amounts of cocaine in the drink and did everything they could to eradicate it. While the public didn't think twice about it, there was a slight amount of cocaine left in the drink solely because the owners wanted to help protect the trade name of Coca-Cola. In 1923, Coca-Cola invented the first 6-bottle carton, along with the bell-shaped Coca-Cola fountain glass and the first standardized open-top cooler a few years later. These are all inventions that revolutionized not only the soft drink industry, but the alcoholic beverage industry as well. Excuse me. In 1928, that is when the company began its long-term association with the Olympic Games. They sold the drinks from kiosks surrounding the Olympic Stadium in Amsterdam. In 1931, that is when Coca-Cola hired artist Hadan Sundblom to create an advertising program that linked Coca-Cola and Christmas. For the next three decades, Sundblom painted countless pictures of Santa that helped create the modern interpretation of Saint Nick. Here is an advertisement showing Coke's interpretation of jolly old Saint Nick. 15 goes by. In 1945, the term Coke became a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company. In 1960, the design of the bottle became a registered trademark by the U.S. Patent Office, and the design is still used to this day, like even in their newly designed aluminum can, all the way back to its classic 2-liter bottle. Not only did the founders of Coca-Cola push the limits of what they put into their drink, they also separated themselves when it came to how their product's bottle looked. They wanted their bottle to be distinctive enough to where someone would know what soda it is simply by holding the bottle, as well as being able to tell the difference between their bottle and another company's bottle by the way the glass looked broken on the ground. Through their constant strive to innovate their brand, they have created a solid history to back up why they are such a well-established company. Believe it or not, they are also steady contributors to communities worldwide. Here is Zack to explain why.
The Coca-Cola Foundation was started in 1984 by Roberto Gorzetta, the CEO of the company at the time. In just 3 decades, the foundation catapulted from just a small local foundation to a global philanthropic organization. The Coca-Cola Company is committed to giving back at least 1% of its prior year's annual income every year. For example, just last year, the company gave back more than $117 million to over 70 countries across the globe. When the foundation started supporting, it focused on learning inside and outside the classroom. It did this till about 2007 when the foundation expanded its support to water conservation projects, fitness efforts, and recycling programs. Today, the foundation focuses on women's empowerment, more water recycling programs, and youth development programs like schools. The Coca-Cola Foundation also offers emergency relief when needed. The Coca-Cola Matching Gifts Program is where Coke matches whatever donations their employees give to one of their qualified organizations. Their efforts also include beach cleanup projects in India and AIDS education projects in Africa, even getting behind soccer programs in Mexico. In the year 2011, after Japan's tsunami, Coca-Cola went as far as developing a special vending machine, allowing consumers to not only quench their thirst, but also make donations to the American Red Cross. Although Coca-Cola is such a profitable organization, it still holds cultural values that are deeply rooted to its foundation. The behavior and decisions made by Coca-Cola's employees and management teams derive from its 7 core values. They value leadership, collaboration, integrity, accountability, passion, diversity, and quality. My partner Ryan will tell you more about the organizational culture.
Through Coca-Cola's 7 core values, they have established a team that is rich in diverse talents, people, and ideas. The Coca-Cola Company strives to be recognized for their leadership in diversity, inclusion, and fairness to all aspects of their business. So much that Coca-Cola has made it their global diversity mission to mirror the rich diversity of the marketplace they serve. The Coca-Cola Company says their diversity is the heart of their business. They believe that their ability to operate, embrace, and understand in a multicultural world is critical to their long-term success. Their diversity is very well shown by these graphs, including in the lower level positions and upper management positions. Coca-Cola is without a doubt one of the world's most well-known brands. Even though they are such a large company, they still take the time to give back to communities worldwide. Constantly learn about different cultures, renovate the soda industry as they've done for a century, and most importantly, keep customers happy. Of the billions of Coca-Cola products that get consumed on a daily basis by people all over the world, if you happen to be one of them, perhaps you'll remember this speech and realize that Coca-Cola is far more than just a soda.